Hey guys, MJ here. Hope you enjoyed part one. Here is part two of Sunday Fun Day. And as promised, we will be back Wednesday with a new live stream. So happy trading and enjoy.
Pounding around in there. So if you recognize a little trend like that that's going on, where you just see price action just trending, but man, you look at a 5-minute or 15-minute chart, you're like, wow, I wish I knew how to trade those little up and down moves. That'd be great, because you're not going to do it with Stokes or RSI or any of that crap. You're going to get wrecked. You need to know where those levels are at. You need to recognize the trend if that's what's happening. Man, we'll change your game. We'll change your game up for it. Sure. This is 15-minute candle. Candle closes. It might. That's what's great about trading. Like, you never know what's going to happen. Let's back over here real quick. And now let's go to a higher time. Let's see how this daily is setting up. Yep. Yeah, there's no bull if but you can see on this daily candle oscillator. Look at the R squared, the blue histogram. What's that telling you? It's telling you that you can trust this returns oscillator. The returns oscillator is heading to the top side. So it's telling you that the correlation has been increasing all day for a move to the upside, right? Now, we had that little bit of a pullback at the beginning, and I guarantee you when we had that pullback at the beginning, that candle was probably pink. Candle was probably pink. Or no. Yeah, it was pink. So returns oscillator was up. And then as soon as that bounced off that 1SD, that baby went blue and grew. Kind of rhymed, didn't it? Went blue and it grew. Let me see if anything else is sticking. Yeah, I mean, there's no bear div either. I mean, a little bit. That's why I'm saying we want this daily candle close up here. Yeah, that's asking for a lot. Close about 45. If not, there is a bit of bear, a little bit of hidden bear, right, on this return oscillator and the lower high on the return can or on the price action can. Did we get a 2-day? Let me put this on index to get more history on volatility. Copy. Yeah, 2 days a little better. There's a little bit building there too. Actually, it's pretty good. But look on the 2 days. So we got down there 10.7. That wick bounced right off the 2 day. When do we get a 2-day? Tomorrow. Get a new 2-day tomorrow. Is it the 3-day today? Let's check that out. And let's see what the 3-day chart is. Yeah. So you've got one of the returns. Take this off log. Water too. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, there's a little hidden bear. A little hidden bear on the 3-day too. We get a 3-day. Tomorrow. So tomorrow we get a 2-day and a 3-day. But we are having an outlier. All right, we are having an outlier on there. It is positively correlated. You can see as soon as it went positively, because we are having an outlier. When the outlier started, it was positive. And we had this up move right here, boom, and then boom, the correlation breaks. The outlier doesn't have to break. continue having an outlier. But the correlation broke, and then it was negative, so we had a big down day. Then it broke positive again. We're back up above. Are we above both those power means? That's pretty damn powerful, to be honest. That's tomorrow. That's what we want to see. We definitely want to see this price action close above these step lines. Those are two power means, and right now it is above them by about real good. 1301. 42.2, 42.3. Yeah, we're above it about 1200. Actually, about 900. What was that on the 2-day? Then look over here. Okay, so we're wedged right between them. We are wedged right between these babies. If you don't think these things will dictate price action, got another thing coming. They sure will. Plus, we've had candles gauzy. We want to get up there and close tomorrow. When we close this 2-day candle, we want to close above 44, just to be safe, like 44. What is a 3-day? Are we above it on the 3-day? Nope. So let's just say, so they both close tomorrow. We want to close above like 44.6. That would close above the 2-day and the 3-day gauzy. And would close up above these power means. Let's see. 2-day though was different. What's that type? It's at 44.7. Or no, sorry, 44.4. So right about in the same area. So we close up there above that gauzy. What was it? 44.5, 45.6. That's all about in the same area. That'd be a good place tomorrow to close above like 40. Let's just say, let's split the difference in 5. That would be beautiful. Let me see. Now let's look at this on a. First, we'll go to a 7-day because we just got a new 7-day. Okay. That's right. We had some. You can see the higher highs on price action. Right? We had this bear div. So we had a lower high on the oscillator. But now what's building? What's building now? To point right here, down. So that's hidden bull. Hidden bull divergence is a continuation divergence. What would it be a continuation of? This move, right? This move right here that took us back up to 53K. So who knows? Hell, that could be a continuation back up, at least back up to 5. That's what one SC band is. You can see that was the top on that candle right there. Boop. That one SC band deviation. These things are tight though. These things are tight. We got a move coming. And you can see, I mean, we're talking what? There's a 7-day chart. Volatility. All right, it's flashing on the low length. It's only at about a 40% and a 30% on these two. The returns are still above the mean, right? Decreasing a little bit, but so is the entropy back into randomness. When you get blue candles, it's telling you trend. Woo! There we go. All this has just been randomness. All right, this whole move right here is random. Okay. So yeah, it is building. It is building. Nothing's set in stone yet. We'll know tomorrow. We start pumping price action, that hidden bull div is going to print. At least in my mind. The algo won't print it on the indicator. But that's the only reason that we even have this on here. It's just to help you see it when you're learning. But you want to be able to just spot divergence. You don't want to have to use any indicators. I know one specific divergence indicator out there that's built with the RSI. It is a literal joke. A literal joke. Wrecking people. The guy that literally built the indicator asked me questions for literally about 6 months when I was still part of that community about asking questions about divergence. Why? Because he knew that I was the one to go to. I've only seen one other person out there in YouTube land that spots divs like I do. Unfortunately, he uses traditional technical analysis, right? My buddy Crown. Me and Crown, you want to know something about div? Ask one of us. Unfortunately, he uses traditional TA. Not going to hold him against it. He's actually a good guy, but it's like, come join the volatility pack, brother. Let's get together and work something. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, he's that guy too, where I don't need, I can look at a chart and I see div. It becomes a curse. And I guarantee you he's the same freaking way. We see divergence in everything. In our personal life, we see divergence. No matter what it is. You can have an upsloping road and trees the opposite way, right? Tall trees, low trees, the road's low down here, high up here. I mean, it's just a curse. You see freaking divergence in everything. But that's good. It helps you when you come over to the charts. Okay. And there was a nice bounce on the 7-day too. So remember on the 7-day, what was that on? Still there? Yep. So right here on this new 7-day candle, we bounce right from the first standard deviation to almost like $40, guys. Boop, blue dot, boop, we'll suck back up. Now it's pulled up inside the 68.3. Wouldn't be a bit surprised by the end of the 7-day candle if we're not back up here, and there's that number, 6.5. Make a run to the 1SD. That'd be powerful. Almost 50K again. So not only did we bounce there on the 1SD on the current 7-day distribution levels, we bounced right off. I mean, to the dollar on this log MA. It went by this bottom power mean a little bit, but bounced perfectly right on that log MA. Sucked up from there. This is why we use this stuff. There's a reason. There is a reason. So yeah, like I said, there is some hidden bull building. There is hidden bull building. But let's check the weekly. Probably the same thing. Yep. Hidden bull building on the weekly chart. We're like, but weekly 7 days, it's the same thing. They're not at all the same thing. They don't close at the same times. Trust me, you will see differences in the chart. Like we just showed you where the 7-day bounced. Look at the weekly though. Did the weekly bounce right on that? No, it didn't. That's because that's a weekly read. There will be differences. This is what I want to see. So volatility is pretty low. You know what? About a monthly. What's the volatility on the month? Contracting. We're late on the low. That's why these last 3 months predominantly have been up. This is kind of telling me that the rest of this month we might see a higher number in the next 5 days, so we could push to 50K. And the same thing here too. There's no divergence bearish wise. Top side of these indicators, right? The divergence was this hidden bull, right? And the hidden bull divergence from this point to this point is a continuation divergence, and that's what you're seeing right now. And on this monthly, we are above the Gaussian mean, right above it. Right, you can see on this month we went down, and on that monthly candle, I already showed you on the distribution levels where we hit, where it bounced. Right, was that the 25.4? Yeah, populate. Yeah, it's right under there. Yep. Okay, so that would be great. That's by the end of the month at least. That's where we want to close. 100%. See how that Gaussian mean's important. And so, what is his first standard deviation? 72K. Interesting. You can see over here on this log MA, the monthly came down a little bit below that top log MA. But now we've got this other log MA confirmed above these power means. Power means never cross. So yeah, monthly chart actually looks good. Time is 154. We about done. Instead of a month, let's check out a 30. So yes, a 30-day is going to be different. It's a 30-day close. Dun, dun. Any day. Any day. I have to look at a calendar. But yeah, it closes maybe tomorrow. Let's see. And we're above the Gaussian mean variance a little. Yeah. It's a lot closer to it on the 30. Let's go to MJ's favorite time frame. Little pups, MJ, little 12-hour master. No div. No div on either side. I mean, there was some weak bull div. I don't play weak bull divs. I just do regular div and hidden div. The weak, do they play out sometimes? Yeah, but I'm not sitting charting because they're called weak for a reason. You trade weak div, you're going to get weak results. Let's see. What I do like on this 12-hour, this correlation for the variance. That's this pink and white line. The variance is getting really low. It only 0. It's at 0.5. It's real low. And so it's what usually happens is you'll get a move back up in variance while you're breaking correlation to the top side. Yep. And look at on the 12-hour, the DLP. That's definitely weak bull, 100%. There's actually a little bull in or highs. It's this it's the volatility in the 4-hour. Probably I'm sure it expanded a little bit. Yeah, it was flashing. So that's another reason right there, right? See, the volatility was flashing on the 4 hours, so we had it inverted to move start. If you know how to read it there, right? So you had a little contraction. You got contraction in volatility first. Contraction positively correlated on the 981. So we had 2 4-hour down candles. Then it expanded. Then we had the up. In the 4-hour, we got a nice bright green candle. Returns are above the mean. Entropy was totally flat. It's starting to grow. And like I said before, we are above the Gaussian. And I don't use this for bias, but the band side, our tap 4 hours, they haven't expanded yet. And that's what you're going to see, right? These are just volatility bands. Volatility low over here. You're going to 90-minute went down yet? Let's see. Ring, ring. When you see volatility drop off like this, right? It's not right. It's not a nice slow contraction, right? Nice even slow contraction. It's like just drops off a cliff, and it doesn't matter which length. When you see that happen, you can expect that there is going to be a move coming in. Let's see here. Yeah, that's why these 90-minute candles, because this high length is contracting there. Walk up, because we actually expanded right here, right? First we contracted, negatively correlated, started walking up. Probably, if we're going to see continued up move, when this 90-minute candle closes, you're going to see a breakdown in this line. You'll see volatility come in. The grade is all the way down. Yep. All right. That's about all I wanted to cover. I did my usual ramble. All right. Understand divergence. Not divergent RSI or Stochastic or MACD or any of that other crap. It's worthless. I'm saying it right now. You want to know divergence between returns to price action. You also want to know how to. I wouldn't be a bit surprised at the close of this 90-minute candle that's happening in, oh, joy. Perfect. Hold on, guys. Let's see here, it closes in 5 seconds, right? Yeah, don't worry about that other div. Yep, here we go. It's party time. We could see an explosion right now. Why am I saying that? Look at all the oscillators. Look at the variance now. Now the variance is having an outlier. Right before that 90-minute close, the correlation was negative. Look what just happened on the close of that 90-minute. All right. And that is that hidden bull div on the 90-minute. It's definitely printed now. Definitely printed. Z-score and return. Hidden. Where could this baby possibly go? I mean, man, this first SD band right after Steve, to be honest. It's right there. Same area. 44.2. 44.189. One band there. So let's see if we get up there. See if we can go, $5-6 by the end. 5 or 600. You know what? I think we do have a little. I started the stream. We're good. You guys got any questions? Go ahead. Ask me a question. Type it so people can read it. And then usually, when somebody, and you'll see Andy do it a lot, he'll answer questions that people type. I think he's around right now, but if you ask a question in the chat, I will literally type in a response. So they're just browsing through all the different chats, or they can see the question and the answer. What's happening? What time? 15 minutes, pretty pegged. Heading down. We do have pink candle correlation down there. Variance correlation. So there's a lot of things saying this. That's what I'm saying. Where to? Looking at that 1ST level. But below the 1ST level, you've also got at the bottom of the monthly range. Nope, top of the monthly range. Yeah? No, my bad. That is the bottom. Yep. So this red cross line right here, that's the bottom of the monthly range, center of the monthly range, and the top of the monthly range is right at the bottom of the weekly, which we're getting ready to get in the range. So what can we do? Tell you what. Okay. So over here, let's turn off these deviation bands quick. Let's blow this up. Throw this on a 4-hour. Actually, first, let me go to weekly. Why am I doing this? Well, I want to see this week. 20. Now I'm going to go to a 4-hour. Why am I 4-hour? That's how you're to get a good idea of the new week range is going to populate at. These are the things you're going to want to know. It's not like I wait for that indicator to tell me where these ranges are at. I want to know ahead of time. I want to see if price action's opening above or below. What's that it right there? Yep. Boom. So we're working with this price action right here. So you need to try to figure out where the new range is going to be at. And just like the previous week, it's not going to change much. It's not going to change much at all. I mean, this is what's great too. You'll notice you start getting close of days or months, price action will try to jockey itself into a position where it's going to be really close to those ranges. It doesn't happen all the time, but that's when I know we're getting ready to get funky. if you see price action is going to open up and it's like a couple $1,000s away from where the new weekly range is going to be, whether you're below or above, know that range is going to be tested. That will also help you not get into a bad position. But like right now, this we're above it, which is what I like. It's going to be around 43, 43.3, probably 43. And how am I doing that? Am I looking at data sets? What am I looking at? No, I'm not looking at data sets. If anything, I'm looking at wicks. I'm seeing how wicks react in a certain area because it's going to give you an idea. Oh, there's a shitload of volatility. That's what's going on. So I'm saying around 43. I guarantee you 43 is going to be somewhere in that weekly range, right? You're going to have a top and a bottom. And this previous weekly range is right here. Boom, right here. All right, top, the middle was at 46.5. So we are going to get a drop. Are we going to drop below? Yep. So the new weekly range is going to be below the monthly, but we're getting ready to get a new monthly. And what's going to happen monthly? Here, I'll show you. This is what you do too. So if I want to see, we're coming up to the end of the month, right? Now I want to go to a daily. Now I want to move. Boom. Now we're working with this price action. So where's this going to be at? Where's the new monthly? We're good to go. Oh, it's going to be close. To be honest, this thing's probably going to drop. Because now when you take a look at this, and I'm talking daily candles, where's all the volatility? Look at this daily candle. Wham! Look at that daily candle. Bam, bam, bam. Right? Now there was some good dailies to the upside, but nothing like the downside. So you got to take that into account. Boy, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, the weekly is probably going to be below the monthly, but sometimes that can be a little bit of an issue. But you could be shocked because of all this volatility to the downside. They could be right on top of you. I mean, they literally could. I bet the bottom of the monthly range is right about 43, right about here, right? And the top probably somewhere up around 45, because the monthly ranges, they usually have a pretty big gap. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I bet the new weekly, when we get the new monthly, the monthly is going to encapsulate the new weekly, which that'll be fine. That will be fine. All right. Oh, you know what I want to do? So on that note, since we're closing in towards the end of the day, now I want to go back on a minute. Oh, this is going to be a tricky bitch, I can tell already. Get that vertical back out. And where are you? 17. Boop. So if you're trying to figure out where the new daily ranges come in, use a 15-minute chart. If you're trying to find where the new weekly is coming in, use a 4-hour chart. If you're trying to find out where the new monthly is coming in, use a daily chart. So this is actually pretty good. You can see a lot of volatility to the upside. Definitely we had this down move, but when you see a whoo, that's right, get some sound effects right now. That's going to bring it up. Yeah, but in this case, this is what I like to see when you have tighter price action, is wicks to the downside, wicks to the upside. Where are they meeting? Where's the common ground at? That's where there's like a battle line. Right? That's where you can tell, and that's probably going to be a great spot where the new volatility is going to be at. But in this case, this baby's going to be up here above 43. That's for sure. Chances are the new daily and the new weekly, they're going to be right on top of each other. Right on top of each other, around 43, 43.2, something like that. Okay. Let's see here. Of course, what are we doing? Getting that little pullback. Because, these, and you can see on this, right? You can see, I mean, it's still, we started getting this pump up, right? But look, it's still just rejecting off of that 4 hour 68.3% probability range. I mean, how many times? Rejection, rejection. Yeah, I'll call that a rejection because it opened up. It did go up first. Or no, whoops. It went down first. Yeah, I mean, we got 4 rejections. The whole first hour, 4 hour candle has been rejecting 68.3. But that doesn't mean a thing. This rip up. And that 90 minute, what I'm seeing on the 90 minute, that could roll right into the day. That can roll right into the new day. And it's pretty. Oh, and then you see the return bear div, right? That just wasn't there. Why is it there all of a sudden? Well, because you get this 15-minute, or you get this 90-minute candle that we just got, right? We just got it 10 minutes ago. It pulled back a little bit. So the low of this candle is lower than this closing candle. So it's going to print that higher high in price action, lower high on the oscillator. So it's some bear div. It's not on the Z-score yet. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, this baby's going to. Which is all good. But it did print on the DLP too. Like I said, the candle. I want to see this 90-minute candle up here. Percent confidence interval. Same with Z-score. All right, you're going to want to see Z-score up here. Probably about busted up there. Real good. Yes, sir. Sugar. 1 hour chart real quick. It's too. Probably, yep. That's the only reason why it's printing on the 90-minute hour. 1 hour candle, 90 minutes back. Print. Does that mean this price is just going to go down now? No, it doesn't at all. Especially that's why you can't just trade div either. If anybody's out there thinking they're just going to trade divergence, careful. Just like in this instance right here, is it printing right now? Yeah, it's printing some bear div, but that's just because we just opened the candle and it pulled back a little bit. Watch if this candle gets back up and turns blue again. That red line is going to disappear. There will not be any bear div. That's why you just have to be patient. And when I say patient, I mean have enough patience to look at the other indicators. What are they telling you? Is what I'm seeing on that 90-minute chart is the variance is having an outlier and it's positively correlated. So I'm not going to trade that div blindly. Not even close. See the little pink right there? Not the pink of the Z-score here, but you got the Z-score heading up. You got an outlier on the 90-minute and positively correlated. There's bear div printing on the returns oscillator, but it's also got pink histograms telling you that the correlation is decreasing between price action and return. So there's a lot of things telling you not to take the div. That's why you got to work it all together. Work it all together. But remember, we are coming into the daily and the close. There's always a battle. I'm telling you right now, remember I said the new weekly and daily, they're going to be somewhere around 2. So the bears are going to try to push this thing down. They don't want price action to open up above the daily and the weekly. That's why you need to know ahead of time where these areas are, right? That's what makes that a great idea, to learn how to read price action. You want to know where the daily volatility is, whether or not you're going to open above it or below it, because it can either use those areas as a bounce or it can use those areas as rejection. And those of you who do have access to the indicator, which there's always going to be updates and things where we might be adding something else to the DRE, publish it privately. There might be something else added to help, like maybe a PB1, right? Maybe a PB1. So I can turn this on. And what do I want to do? 5. Let's move this baby back. 5 to 5th candle. And I can step line this baby down to a 1. Like that's well, hello. And what do I got to set on that? 7. So when this then action, right? Why am I starting in here? We had a little up move here, right? Then it pulled back and we had a bearish candle on the 15 that literally got halted right by the 68.3% Laplace distribution range to the top side on the daily. Then we had a couple moving up. So right when I see this candle going, as soon as I see this one rising, I'm going to plot that projection from here. I want to see what happens when this price action in the 15-minute gets to the 99.7% probability range on that projection. Is it's on Laplace? Yes. Drift. Let's see what happens. It's going to change it. Yeah, you can see, I mean, it went right to it. And that wick went right to the 99.7. And it rejected from there. So what does that mean? Well, it rejected from there on that 50 candle. And what else was right there? The 68.3% Laplace distribution on the 4-hour candle. Now, it wouldn't shock me at all. But look by, like on this and the next 15-minute candle. Where are they? What is the 99.7 lining up with there? It's lining up with that area that I thought there was a probability of price action getting by the end of the day at 42. So we'll see. We'll see if this baby goes down. But it wouldn't shock me at all if we come down and bounce off this mean, this dotted line, and then run up. Or it doesn't do it at all. That's why everything's just probability. Right? But being able to use all this stuff together gives you a way better idea of what's going on with price action than the traditional technical analysis trader. That is for sure. Yeah, now we're going to wrap it up. So if you're watching this video on YouTube for the first time, we are Alpha Trading. We trade volatility, probability, and statistics. You might have heard a lot of confusing things or conflicting things, to you because you trade traditional TA, right? I mean, we're firm believers this is the way to trade. The markets are in a state of geometric Brownian motion, randomness, right? We've got an indicator that will show you the price actions coming out of randomness into trend. We like using probability levels to take profit. I mean, if you listen to this video, I explained it pretty well how we use all these different levels. They work. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So if you saw something in the video you liked or disliked, leave us a comment. I don't care, right? Just all the comments just push the algo anywhere. Definitely subscribe to our channel so you know when we put out videos because they're always packed full of great information. The link to our Discord description. We are still closed to members. That's going to end very shortly. Almost ready to reopen. We had to restructure some things, restructure the indicators that we're selling, that sort of thing. And it is an exclusive Discord. There is going to be a $10 a month access you have to purchase. Why do we think it's worth $10 a month? Because we have done nothing but pack this Discord full of educational material, and then you will get the opportunity to see what indicators we have to offer to you. Okay, that's how strongly we feel about the level of indicators that we are producing. First off, we're sharing this with retail traders, right? If you get somebody from a high frequency trading firm or hedge fund and they know we're doing this, they immediately do not like us at all. Let me read this. Telog, what are you even talking about? 39K. I didn't talk anything about any move going down. Is that a probability? Sure, it's a probability, but I don't see it coming. We've been bouncing off these lower days. Let's see here, but to get back on my spiel. Yeah, that's what we think about our Discord, right? It is an exclusive community. There's a lot of volatility traders there. There's a lot of volatility traders just learning. Everybody can learn together. But the core group of us that trade all the time, we have a lot of info to share with you guys. Not just about trading. If you don't understand TradingView, if you don't even understand how to use Discord, right? If you don't understand the exchange you're trading on or how to trade, What is a limit order? What is a market order, right? What are stop losses? I got an answer for stop losses. They'll wreck your ass. Don't use them. Keep them in your head. It's just a market sell or a market buy. You can do that yourself. Don't let the exchange know what you're thinking. Okay. Other than that, thanks, guys. I mean, this was a weekend stream, so there wasn't a lot of people, and a lot of you guys just piled in because I started the stream about 1:15, but you can rewatch it. It'll probably be put out on later. Thanks for joining anyway, and wherever you're at on this, I'll see you guys. Remember, I'll be back Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific